Godzilla x Kong, Guardians of Equestria. Written by Phantom Plus 1234. Chapter 3. A storm is brewing. The dust settles as Celestia and Luna prepares to take down Kong. All the while, the ponies of Equestria and the humans of the Monarch Task Force watch in anticipation. Prepare yourself, foul beast. Luna hissed as she and Celestia began charging up another magic blast, while Kong gripped his battle axe. But just as the two alicorns was about to launch their attack, Gia quickly ran up and waved her hands in the air trying to get the two sisters' attention. Human, please stand down, do not interfere. Celestia ordered. Wait, please wait. Eileen called out to them as she ran to Gia's side. We beg of you, please do not hurt Kong, he did nothing wrong. Kong? Asked Celestia. Is that the name of this beast? Asked Luna. Never mind that, just who are you? If you would please come down, we'll explain everything, Eileen said, lowering her arms. Curious but cautiously, the two began to descend as the rest of the ponies began to gather around. Very well, we'll listen to your tale, said Luna. Eileen looked back at Gia, Trapper, and Bernie and nodded. Alright, I'll start from the beginning. Hollow Earth access point. The surface. Hampton quickly made her way to the monitoring room as the alarms blared. Researchers and armed soldiers were scrambling around trying to get to their respective stations. Talk to me, Hampton said, pointing to a researcher. Godzilla's on the move again, the researcher explained. This is the angriest he's been. He's already destroyed 2 more facilities. 2 more. Hampton sighed. That's 5 down already. What's pissing him off this much? We're not certain, said the researcher. And what of the task force? Asked Hampton. We still haven't been able to reach them, said the researcher. Outpost 1 has been trying their best, but it seems nothing has worked. It's safe to assume that wherever that vortex took them, it's not of this world, as that's when they lost track of the team. Director Hampton. She turned around to see an armed soldier running up to her. Terrible news. What is it? Asked Hampton. Ponyville, Equestria, and that's pretty much the gist of everything, Eileen said. The ponies began talking amongst themselves as she finished her explanation. We understand all the panic caused by the Titan attack and we want to apologize on Kong's behalf, but rest assured that he does not mean harm, said Eileen. I suppose we can let it slide this time, sighed Celestia. He did protect every pony from that skull demon at whatever it was called, added Luna. So what's the plan now? If there's anything we can do to help, then we'd be glad to lend a hoof, said Celestia. Well, I mean, it's obvious we should find a way to close off the portal so no other Titans can get past, right? Asked Bernie. Well, actually, about that, there's something that's been bothering us, said Eileen. And it is? Asked Starlight. After Kong killed the Skull Devil, its body somehow vaporized into thin air, explained Eileen. Wave did it? Asked Pinky. I guess we were all too busy celebrating to even notice, said Applejack. Back on topic, the Skull Devil is an organic creature, one that Kong had killed on Skull Island in the past, explained Eileen. The fact that it appeared in this world, let alone in that it just disappeared, seems kind of unnatural. I suppose it does leave some questions, said Twilight. By the way, Twilight, I haven't noticed until now, but where's Spike? Asked Fluttershy. He was supposed to be the Changeling Hive as part of business as an ambassador, explained Twilight. All by himself. Rarity gasped. I'm worried too, but he has Thorax by his side, so I think he should be fine. I think, Twilight said nervously. Back to the topic at hand, you said that the Skull Devil had vaporized into thin air after Kong killed it, right? Sunburst asked Eileen. I was hoping we could gather some of the golden dust as a sample and study it, but it seems like vanished without a trace after its body disintegrated, said Eileen. Hey, what's your friend doing? Asked Flash Madness, pointing a hoof at Trapper. Hey Trapper, you alright? Asked Eileen. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can get in contact with Outpost 1 or the surface, but I'm not getting anything, probably because we're in a different world, explained Trapper. I was hoping that maybe we can get one of those Monarch researchers to study this weird phenomenon, but it seems like we're going to have to go back if we want to reach them. I hate to ask you this, but can you? Asked Eileen. Yeah, sure, not like I'm going to take 50 years. I'll be back with some info. In the meantime, try to get along with your new buddies. Trapper waved goodbye before he hopped onto the Hive and took off back towards the vortex in the hollow shades. Well, there he goes. What now? Asked Bernie. Our original plan was to investigate the vortex and what was on the other side, but seeing everything that's happened, I'd say our mission has changed, sighed Eileen. Right now we need to figure out how the Skull Devil was resurrected and why it was here, as well as the aftermath. Well, I guess that makes sense, said Bernie. It might also be in our interest to find any clues that may lead to why Godzilla was acting erratically back on the surface, continued Eileen. And we'll help with your investigations, said Twilight. As the protectors of Equestria, it's our duty to make sure all future calamities are averted. Her friends as well as the Pilders and the princesses all nod in agreement as they join Twilight. We really appreciate your efforts, thank you, said Eileen. So where do we begin? Asked Starlight. Eileen was about to answer when she was interrupted by the cries of someone. Twilight. The group turned towards the voice as a familiar dragon came flying towards them. Spike, you're back already? Twilight asked. Yeah, Spike gasped trying to catch his breath. What are those? He looks up at Eileen, Bernie, and Gia. Yeah, it's a long story, but no matter, what happened? Asked Twilight. Oh Twilight, this is bad. As I was coming back I walked past the field where we defeated Torek, Chrysalis, and Cozy Glow, and they were gone. Spike exclaimed. All the ponies gasped as Spike revealed the terrible news. What about the bell? Asked Twilight. The bell was gone too, said Spike. I think they might have taken it. Come on, we need to go check this out, said Twilight. Let the way Spike. Spike nodded as he led the ponies, the task force, and Kong to the field that held the statue of the three villains. Apex Cybernetics Storage Facility, Hong Kong. It was the dead of night and that facility was filled with armed guards as they ran about in a wild panic. Did you find them yet? One guard asked another. Not yet, sir. The second guard responded. God damn it, where the hell did they go? The first guard cursed under his breath. Keep searching, we'll find them. The two soldiers went their separate ways, not noticing the intruder hiding in the ventilation above them. They continued to make their way through the ventilation system as the sound of voices and footsteps of more guards ran past under them. Find the intruder, don't let them escape with those blueprints. One of the guards yelled. After some time, the intruder finally reached the outside and jumped down before making his way towards the head hiding behind a rock. They quickly climbed in and started the engines before flying towards the massive hole leading into Hollyearth. Fields near Candlelit Castle. Equestria. The group stood in shock at what they were seeing. After having defeated Torek, Chrysalis, and Cozy Glow, they had been turned into stone statues by Celestia, Luna, and Discord as punishment, but now all they saw was the pedestal and chunks of broken rocks. Gregor's bell, which had also been lying nearby, was also missing. Oh, I prayed it wouldn't be true, sighed Twilight. But how did they escape? Asked Applejack. I'm not sure, but if they escaped, then Equestria's in serious trouble, said Twilight. Wait, the group turned towards Eileen as she communicated with Gia. What's she saying? Asked Bernie. She says something feels off about this whole situation, explained Eileen. Look, even Kong looks on edge. They all look up to see Kong scanning the area almost as if he was searching for something. I mean, Yahoo wouldn't be nervous? Asked Rainbow Dash. This is the three most dangerous villains in Equestria we're talking about. No, that's not it, said Eileen. She thinks that something else besides the three you mentioned might have been here. Some pony else? Asked Spike. Whoever that some pony is, they must be the culprit who freed the three, suggested Celestia. Their thoughts were suddenly interrupted when Eileen's phone began to vibrate. She pulled out her phone and the color from her face disappeared. Miss Eileen. Flutter. She walked over to her. Another Titan rating, said Eileen. Wait, another? Asked Bernie. Yes, thankfully this one is much weaker than the Skull Devil, not to mention it's dormant as of right now, explained Eileen. It's pretty close, I can sense it, Gia said. Eileen nodded as she checked her phone again. Hold on, Eileen said, scrolling through her phone. What is it? Asked Applejack. I'm detecting 3 heat signals, the sign of some form of life, said Eileen. 3? Asked Starlight. Do you think those 3 might be Torek, Chrysalis, and Cozy Glow? Asked Applejack. That's a possibility, said Sunburst. Do you know their locations? It's fairly close to the Titan rating, said Eileen. What is it? Asked Luna. I've tried to pinpoint the location and it's some sort of research facility, said Eileen. Research facility? Asked Starlight. Yes, but you're not gonna like where it's stationed, said Eileen. What do you mean by that exactly? Asked Rarity. From what I can see here, the research facility is stationed that way, she said, pointing towards Candlelit. Wait, but that's... gasped Summerba. This is bad. If those 3 monsters are inside this research facility and facility is located in Candlelit, Twilight began to panic. Not to mention if the Titan starts moving, added Bernie. Come friends, we must make our way to Candlelit, exclaimed Star Swirl. They all nod in agreement as they quit, and thanks for watching.